Hello and welcome back how to make a dialog graph view editor dialog something. Goodie. So in this one we're actually going to add namespaces just to make sure that our version don't conflict with anything else in your entire game. So we're gonna add a namespace here up in the top. I'm going to call it Casper div dot dialog editor. You can call it whatever you want. So we're going to just remove this one and roll it down in the bottom and add one. So here. And you might as well just copy paste this part here. Just copy paste that, because now we need to actually go through everything and add this. So we're gonna go in here, up in the top, add it in, add one at the end, and for your own sake, don't save it yet, because then it won't have to compile it. This way you will save some time, and we have to go all the way into the bottom. Click, and we'll simply just do this for everything. Probably easier just to do this. The reason why we're doing this, then this way we make sure that none of our code affects anything in your own system. Meaning, if you have something called dialog editor, probably you don't, but if you have something called helper or yeah, maybe node search window, or we also have an example of a player. That player will then be locked behind our namespacing. As you can see right now, we have a billion errors, but that's because we haven't added namespace to all our classes yet. Now, this is probably something we should have added in the very beginning, but at that time it was just more me trying to see if I can actually play around with it. So now we are actually going to, use this in other projects. And when you make a plugin, it's always a good idea to give it a namespace if you wanted to reuse it in other projects. Also, the good thing about using namespaces is if you have a script that is called the same thing as another script, they won't say, oh, there's already something named this. So you can, in theory, have multiple what call it scripts that is called player. Have multiple classes that's called player. However, you just need to add a namespace in front of them, and then they will go, oh, alright, I'm supposed to use this version of the player. So that's pretty much the reason we're doing this. And the reason why I'm not editing this is simply just because I decided to go with the no editing in this entire tutorial. That you will, when you see something in here, you won't see me do anything outside the videos. What in this case is, kind of stupid, you can say, because this would be an ideal thing to, edit out. But then we get to sit here and talk a little. Hooray, right? Then we need to also go into our examples and edit. However, this also means that when you're actually going to use this in other examples, not other examples, but when you're going to use it, you need to go up here. We can do that at the very end. You need to go in the top and slide and write in using Casper dialog, Casper dev dot dialog editor. Just like system dot collect dot generate, like collections. And we are almost there. This took a lot longer than I expected it would. But now we at least have the dialog naming system thingy. Yeah, I have no real idea what to talk about right now. Oh, this is beautiful. But I guess that's the good and bad about not having you having anything edited outside the videos. Is the fact that you know you will see me do everything, but however you will also see me do everything, meaning that some of it we could have easily jumped over, and it probably wouldn't have hurt that much. Alright, so now we have added naming convention to everything. I actually think I will end the video. No, it's like 5 minutes. It's just that the next thing we're gonna do. No, let's do one more thing then. We have to open up dialog and save and load. All right, so in here we wanna go to where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. And I'm just gonna find my notes for it. It's because I decided to rename a lot of this stuff here. Because right now, when we save it, and in our non-save version, they're named different. And that is bad. So we're gonna go rename and call it dialog text. And I actually decided to go with character name here instead. So we're gonna go and character name, and I named this. I decided to go with dialog name face type, and yes, this is the right. And here I decided to go with face image because it's faced image. Alright, so let's see. They are all named the same thing now. That's nice. So now we actually need to go into dialog node and go. Oh, nope. That was not there. It is dialog node. There we go. Actually make sure that the fields are named the same thing as the properties. So we can see this one is named the same. This one is not named the same. So we are going to rename that. Actually don't know if we should rename. Alright, I'm just gonna call it this. Else I'm just gonna keep renaming it. That's not gonna that's not gonna be helpful for anyone. And face image is face image. This is text language. And we're gonna rename that to text language. There we go. Alright, so they at least named the same thing now. And then we have the fields down here. And actually, let's just rename them as well so we sure that we know what's going on. And audio face image name, that is character name now. So let's just rename that one. And oh, that's gonna be horrible long. This might be a little too long name, but for readability, we are gonna keep it like this, just for readability. Alrighty. So actually, I think I'm going to end the video here because the next thing we're going to do is actually fix the portion that we can actually save our port. So, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.